Good morning, YouTube, BookTube. This is Johnny. Here we are, another day, another week. Today is September the 22nd, 2024, 9:25 in the morning on a Sunday. Now today is the first day of autumn. I looked on my calendar and so we are now going into autumn 2024, and summer 2024 is now history. So I'm waking up. I've been up since about 7 o'clock. My wife just called from Spring Harbor Springs, where she's staying for a couple of days. She comes home tomorrow. So I'm waking up. It takes me a long time to wake up. Now this morning I haven't really gotten into anything. I'm kind of out of it this morning. So I don't know what I'll read. Sometimes I get kind of tired of reading what I've been reading. I've been reading the same things seems like for months, for eternity. So I don't know. But I'll get into something. But what I want to do in this video, and on this Sunday morning, a new week, is show you the thrift store books that I got last week. I got these basically all at one place, which is Gateway Rescue Mission Thrift Store. And I got these, I think I got them all at that same place. I don't remember for sure. So I'll show you the thrift store books. I really won't go much into them. To show you what kind of books that I like. I kind of basically buy the same kinds of books. If you watch the videos over the last 8 years, I tend to focus on the same writers or subject matters. And so I'll just start showing the books. Now this book, I had a copy already in my library, but I like the cover of it. It's called Killing Custer. Killing Custer, The Battle of Little Bighorn and the Fate of the Plain Indians by James Welch. Yeah, I have this already in a regular size paperback, but I like this big paperback, and it has photos. It's nonfiction. It's history. James Welch, he's one of my favorite writers. I've read other books by him. I'm looking for his poetry book. That's what I'm looking for. His book of poetry. So I found this, Killing Custer by James Welch with Paul Stekler. And so, yeah, and then I picked this book up, the Yamato, I can't pronounce it. That's kind of like my mantra. I can't pronounce it. Here's my mantra. The Yamato Dynasty, The Secret History of Japan's Imperial Family, by Sterling Seagrave and Peggy Seagrave. Yeah, I collect books on Japanese history, Japanese writers. I don't collect any books on Japan during the Second World War. I might have a couple, but the Gateway had a lot of books on Japan, so I think and so I bought, you'll see that I bought some more Japanese books, but sorry I can't pronounce this. Isadora, The Portrait of the Artist as a Woman by Fredrika A. Blair. I have two other biographies on Isadora. It says here Isadora was one of the seminal modernists of dance, according to the first major biography in 20 years. Definitely scholarly, but not at all academic and stodgy. The book recounts a whirlwind life that began in San Francisco, sped to Chicago, New York, and then triumphantly through the capitals of Europe. Self-made woman, Isadora took lovers from among famous men, had several children out of wedlock. Isadora advocated bass dance upon normal movement and produced a flowing liturgical style of great emotional, often political impact. Thoughtful yet colorful popular biography that affords both intellectual and gossip mongering pleasure. So yeah, I have other biographies of her. I had this already, but I wasn't sure. The Living Stones, Ameribic. I can't pronounce it. Reflections on Natural History by Stephen Jay Gould. I collect him. I wasn't sure if I had this one, but I'll put this in my box of doubles in my car. Madame, I can't pronounce this either. Sadayakko, the Geisha Who Seduced the West by Lesley Downer. There were several copies of this, hardback, paperback, and I took the paperback one. The true story of the most celebrated geisha in Japan, who circled the world and became the real-life model for Puccini's Madame Butterfly. See, here's another Japanese book. When I cataloged this book, I had it in my library already, but I don't know where the copy is. I'm sure my copy is an old paperback. This is a nice hardback. I can't pronounce the name either, but I picked this up. I have this already in my library, but I don't know where it is. The Long Loneliness, the Autobiography of the legendary Catholic social activist Dorothy Day. I don't know where my copy is, so I picked this up. Mirror in the Shrine, American Encounters with Mingjing, Japan by Robert A. Rosenstone. I have Rosenstone's biography on John Reed, the radical anarchist of the 20s, who he died in Moscow and supposedly is buried in the Kremlin Wall or something. Yeah, what this is American Encounters with the Minji in Japan. 3 Americans, just these 3 Americans who went to Japan and wrote about it. Lyon's Share, Short History of British Imperialism, 1850 to 1970. Yeah, I collect books on British history, and it has different chapters, like on the Great War and just the imperialistic history of Britain. Fran Lebowitz, reader. You've all heard of her. She's like she writes humor. Diamonds, Gold and War, The British, the Boers, and the Making of South Africa by Meredith. Yeah, I have a few books on the African history, but this one looked interesting, so I got it. And then Lincoln in the World, The Making of a Statesman, The Dawn of American Power by Kevin Peranino. I got this from my Lincoln collection. Yeah, I collect books on Abraham Lincoln. I found this at Gateway. And then the last, Conquistador. By Sterling. He's the one, I just showed you that book. Anyway, so I picked this up. Can't pronounce that name. The Conquest of the Incas. I had a large Inca civilization collection and I dehauled it, but I bought this book because I liked all the illustrations in it. Yeah, I got rid of my Inca collection, but I liked all the illustrations in the book. And you know, it's only, I don't know, $1.50. So pick that up. So those are the books. The Last Conquistador, Lincoln in the World. This is on Natural History by Stephen Jay Gould. The Stones of Meredith. Yeah, I have my bookmarker here, and just different essays. Read about geishas. There's no photos in here, I don't think. Autobiography of I can't pronounce that name. He was Yuchui, was one of the tiny group of remarkable young samurai scholars who transformed Japan from a secluded feudal society into a modern nation state. An extraordinary scholar activist, he founded a major newspaper and Keio University. His books educated an entire nation. This arresting and highly readable self-study ranks with the world's greatest. The Long Loneliness, autobiography of Dorothy Day, who was founder of the Catholic Worker in New York City. Mirror in the Shrine, American Encounters with Meiji Japan by Robert A. Rosenstone. Fran Lebowitz, reader. Isadora by Fredrika Blair. Portrait of an Artist as a Woman. Lion's Share, Short History of British Imperialism, 1815 to 1970. Diamonds, Gold and War, The British, the Boers, and the Making of South Africa by Martin Meredith. And Yamato Dynasty, The Secret History of Japan's Imperial Family by Sterling Seagrave and Peggy Seagrave. And Killing Custer, The Battle of Little Bighorn, The Fate of the Plains Indians by James Welch. So that's it as far as books. I showed you that other book I got by Tarantino, Cinema Speculation or something. I also got at that Gateway. So that's the used books. This is a Sunday. I don't have anything going on. So, yeah, just another week. Yeah, my wife gets back tomorrow. Life just keeps going by. So, that's the used books. And don't know what else to say. So I'll sign off. Hope you have a good reading week. And until next time, bye.